And welcome to another episode of Good Clean Gaming. I'm your host Jalindo, and today we are playing more Try Not to Die in Banished. So, I've got so many people on food, and I think what I'm worried about is that, I'll follow some people around here. What I'm worried about is that we get just a little bit ahead on food, and then we switch to wood and stone, and then we fall behind on food. And then we get a little bit ahead on food and stone, then we switch to food, we fall behind on wood and stone. And I think what seems to be happening, and that's obviously wood goes to firewood, and that is a problem. So I'm hoping that by focusing on food with half our population, that we'll fully recover from the whole food issue. And if that can happen, I think I'm going to increase the number of vendors we have as well. I think if that can happen, then we can then turn our attention to the wood and stone situation. So I'm increasing the amount of workers on the market so that hopefully we can get more food moved here. And hopefully by doing so, see, that's 100 venison. That should be gone. That should disappear pretty quickly. There it goes. It's gone. If it's possible by paying so much attention to food that we're going to run out of wood, we're going to run out of firewood, and people are going to freeze. And as horrible as that is, I'm not sure there's a way around it. Having less people, because some people ran out of firewood, might actually save the rest of our people. So we'll have to see if it comes to that. We have to recover from one or the other. And if we don't recover from one or the other, we're definitely toast. So I'm going to get food to 1,000 if I can. And then try to just get by on whatever firewood we can find. I'm going to do something drastic. Do something very drastic. I'm going to increase the hunting cabin to 2 on each of the hunting cabins. We're going to have 2 hunters in each hunting cabin. There. 1, 2, 3. Is there another hunting cabin somewhere that I don't know? There it is. I remember that one now. So now we're going to be up to 8 hunters. And I'm going to take away all the gatherers. And I'm doing that because I'm going to clear cut all the wood in this whole area that I said I would never clear cut. And my forester I'm going to set to plant. No cutting. And he's going to hopefully come behind our laborers and replant everything. Hopefully in time to save us from starvation. I'm going to increase the priority on everything in this area so that our laborers will hopefully start coming up here and very quickly, very rapidly harvesting everything up here. Let's take a look at what they're doing. He's idling. Idling? Wait a second. He has a job to do. Why is he idling? He's a laborer. No, he's a child. I clicked this button. Laborer. Working. No. We're canceling everything over here. You guys are going north. You got a job to do. You're on a mission. Nothing over here anymore. We're canceling this whole thing. Now what are you going to do? Tell me what you're going to do now. Gathering fuel. Gathering fuel. Attending school. Gathering fuel. Everyone's gathering fuel now. So no one's getting food because everyone's gathering fuel. Now they're getting something to eat. Now they're idling. Laborer idling. See, here's something I'm concerned about. Why is he idling if he's standing right next to all this wood that needs cutting? It can be kind of frustrating when it does this. Okay, now he's a fisherman, so he changed jobs. What is this guy doing? Getting something to eat. Starting to get the feeling that I built everything too far away. And that because of that, these laborers are having to walk a long distance and picking up things that the hunter kills and picking up the, just different things out in the middle of nowhere. And that is killing me. It's absolutely killing my village. If we're not able to recover it, we're going to do this. We got 5 minutes left in this video. I'm going to increase it to 10x. And if we're not, we're either going to recover from it or we're not. So here we're gonna get all this firewood, all these logs. Take the logs in, deliver them here. The market guys will come get these logs out of the stockpile, deliver them south into the market. In the market will be attached to the log cutter, and he will make firewood. Our gatherer is going to be idle because all these trees being down means there's not going to be any food to be gathered, and they're going to be idle if we leave them up there. Forester is going to replant these trees. All of our people are on hunting or fishing. So here's hoping it works. We're really low on food right now. This could be the end of Henridge. Trees are falling fast. We're at almost at 200 firewood. We're clear cutting this entire area, by the way. I'm not stopping because I want the firewood situation dealt with. Food is low, that we're just gonna have to deal with that for now. Logs are going in the right direction. That's what we want to see. Fix this first. Come back, fix food second. We got 16 people on food. If that's not enough right now, I don't know what to tell you. We got 8 laborers. They're all working on trees. We got fishers fishing. All the mature trees are going down. Log limit's been reached. We're not going to have a log limit. Sorry. That's not even going to be the case. See, look, even though we're chopping down all these trees, turning it all into firewood, we're still struggling. We're still struggling to get firewood because everybody keeps grabbing all of it as soon as it's ready. That's why we have to correct one or the other. We can't correct both at the same time. One or the other has to be fixed. I'm gonna let this go another 7 minutes if we haven't recovered the firewood situation by then. We're just gonna have to call it and say, you know, failed settlement, because I could keep this going forever. I mean, I could keep a half-starving settlement going for a long time, but it's not going to be enjoyable to watch if I can't, you know, if I can't get them back to where we can start building something new again. And it'll be better if we just start a new series at that point. So let's see what we can do here. Let's see if we can get it back together. 5 minutes and 30 seconds until we make the big decision. Firewood's at all-time low. Where's our marketeers? What are they up to? See, picking up resources. Visiting the herbalist. Visiting the herbalist. Picking up resources. See, they're working as laborers. And there they come with some logs. This woodcutter's trying. But there's so many homes that are empty and have no firewood that he's struggling to keep up. I mean, this is... It's not that I have too much population for one woodcutter. If this woodcutter was ahead, like he was previously, and we had plenty of wood stockpiled, then he'd be able to keep up with our population. It's just too much. It's too much. It's too much all at once for him to replace, or her to replace, all the firewood. But they're trying. So now we're gonna force them to move this stockpile. We're gonna force them to move the stockpile down to the other stockpile. I don't have time for you. Yes, I know that's food. I'm not trading for food. Not gonna happen. If I force them to move this down here, that woodcutter will get more efficient. So get to work. I don't need a builder for that, do I? Nope. 11 laborers. 10 laborers. That's a lot of laborers. The entire forest is gone. Everything is cut down. And look at that. We cut down the entire forest. We still have almost no trees. Oh wait, we do. It's because they're all in here. We have to wait for them to move it before it recognizes that it's there anymore. All the laborers should be moving all this stuff. And as soon as this gets removed, we're going to replace it with another stockpile, just because this place does need a stockpile. Getting close, guys. Getting 3 minutes away from decision time. We'll see if this is really a viable settlement or not. How are we doing? It looks like we got a lot of wood down here. We might actually recover from this. Very, very interesting. I'm going to start, well, you can actually start using gatherers, even with a young forest. So I'm going to go ahead and increase that so we can start getting our, I'm just going to max out all my food buildings until we get this situation resolved. I want to get to 200 firewood before I do that though, because that will tell me, if I get capped out on firewood, it's going to tell me that all the houses are full, and they're not full yet. Okay, everybody's moving everything around. Let's see where everybody's at. Idling. Finding a tool. Working. Visiting herbalist. Working. Visiting herbalist. Idling. Okay, so we do have some idling laborers. Strangely enough, we actually have idling laborers. Cut down some trees. I'm sure I'm making some mistakes somewhere that I'm just not recognizing. I feel like there's something there. There's something that I didn't think about, or that I'm not thinking about right now, that I'm just missing. Hopefully in the future when we do these more live, I'll be able to rely on more of your comments and suggestions, and less on, you know, kind of playing. It almost feels like I'm playing half blind when I have to commentate to an audience, but I don't get to have their input. You kind of lose something when you comment. You lose a little bit of your ability to focus. But you gain because you have other people focusing with you, and so you really gain from other people's insights, and you learn from other people from their ideas and, you know, their suggestions. But if I don't have that other part, you know, I lose the perception, the extra attention, but I don't gain the extra perspective that you guys would give me. Then I'm at a disadvantage. So. Yeah, in the future this will be a lot better. Man, this looks so vacant now. These used to have buildings. We moved everything south except for the schoolhouse. I planned on moving that south. Haven't done it yet. We are running out of herbs, and that is another thing. Our herbs take mature forests. Forests take about 4 years to fully mature. And so we're kind of going to run out of herbs. Our health will suffer because of that. But the forester will replenish this, and I'm hoping that'll let our herbalist recover once that happens. Hopefully we don't have some kind of real big disease outbreak or anything. Disaster would totally ruin us right now. Okay, let's keep going with the logs, because we still haven't got a full-on recovery from firewood. We are getting to a point where we do need an extra log cutter, aren't we? We could make another market area. I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to put another woodcutter because they'll be pulling right there, because they'll be pulling from the same market, and that would not be efficient. I feel very stuck right now. So we've gotten to the point, we're actually a little over our decision point. I'm looking at our wood and saying we're recovered. I'm looking at our food saying we're doing pretty good. But at the same time, I feel like, you know, I've made a lot of mistakes in this run. And look, I say our food's better, but look at the dip all of a sudden. It just keeps grinding down. I feel like there's something about what we've done here that is not sustainable. It could be the distance of these hunting cabins. It could be the amount of resources I'm having them harvest at once in one area. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to pull it off. Tell you what, I'll give it one more episode. I feel like we've made a pretty decent move in the right direction. If we're still having trouble in the next episode, we'll call it and we'll say, you know, move on. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Have a good one. I appreciate you watching, and see you next time.